make sure that nothing, if something goes wrong, that I fall then. But we're live, mensen. We zijn live. We zijn wederom terug. Nog steeds vanaf de retrobeurs. En ik moest van mezelf gewoon eventjes een kleine pauze nemen. Omdat ik bij een shop ben aangekomen die er in mijn ogen ontzettend tof uitzag. Het is namelijk de Dragonbox Shop. Dat is een shop waar onder andere een van de mensen die de Pandora box heeft gemaakt onderdeel van is. En zij importeren heel veel GPD apparatuur. En GPD is in mijn ogen een van de betere Steamdeck concurrenten die je maar kan hebben. Zij brengen het apparaat in zoveel verschillende PC handhelds uit in verschillende soorten en maten. Dat het natuurlijk ontzettend tof is om met zo'n apparaat in zee te gaan. Naast gamen kun je natuurlijk ook nog een heleboel andere use cases bedenken. En ik wilde die dingen altijd graag testen. Maar GPD is behoorlijk traag wat antwoorden betreft. Maar gelukkig zijn de mensen van Dragonbox, die importeren ze allemaal. Dus die hebben ze hier allemaal liggen. Dus ik dacht, laten we ze gewoon even behandelen. Dus ik zit hier met Nino Bok van Open Pandora. Nino, I'm so happy to have you right here. How are you?
I'm so happy that you're here. And we're having a great day at Gamescom this Friday. Lots of people are coming to us, and we're happy that they like our shop so much. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this interview. I don't know what awaits me, and just go on.
Yeah, no problem. So you import all the different GPD devices, right? You import them from China.
Yes, we are direct business partners with GPD, and we're basically their main distributor from the mainland Europe. So they're Stroix in UK, but since UK is not part of Europe anymore, Dragonbox Shop is the main service partner for GPD. So we have all the spare parts and there in our shop, and we ship Europe in the whole mainland Europe and worldwide.
Okay, great, fantastic. So you and if people go to your shop, they can. I mean, for example, I'm from the Netherlands. So if I want to buy, for example, this one, then I can go to your shop. I order it. You send it to the Netherlands, right?
Yes, we have everything which is claimed to be in stock in our shop is actually in stock in Germany, Bavaria, and we will send it directly, mostly the same day, to you, to the Netherlands, to wherever you live. And there's no drop shipping, so everything is here in Germany, and if something goes wrong, if some warranty case is there, you can just send it back to Germany.
Okay, great, fantastic. And you have here different models of the GPD consoles lying around. Is it okay if we check them one by one?
Yes, sure. Just shall we start with the big one or with the small one, or do you have any other preferences?
Let's start with a small one.
With a small one?
Yes.
So let's start with a GPD micro PC. So usually all the GPD products are Windows based, but the GPD micro PC is already a little aged, and so I'm running this one on Linux, and it's recommended to run it on Linux. So
as you should, because Proton for the win, people.
So what you see here is what makes this special is that it's made for thumb typing and not for 10-finger typing. Your trackpad is up there and you have a mouse, so I personally use it for reading, for note-taking. You can easily fold it and it fits in your bag, so this is super portable. And what's special about this is that it has a Maybe you assist me with a camera. It has a 9-pin serial port and an Ethernet port. So this is especially useful for server administrators who are who need to to connect to servers and fix stuff.
Yeah. It looks great. It looks fantastic. It's also not too heavy. So it's great. And can you also? Is it also good enough to play games with it?
I would not recommend that. So no, it has Intel N1. No, it has a very old Intel Celeron. I don't know the. If you're interested, I can look it up with LSCPU for you.
Oh, before you do that, let's because I see it has a HDMI port. So I'm going to plug it right in so that the viewers can look together with you. So I'm going to plug this one in, and then we're going to. Here we are. This is what I'm going to sit a little bit closer to you. Could you come a little bit closer to me so that you're a bit visible? Yes.
Yeah, I'm having a little issue now. So my XFCE makes this really small. So I need to fix this first.
No problem.
I think you cannot read this big, up there.
People who will watch this on their desktop or on their feed, they can see it.
So now you have the prop. Is it connected still?
Yes, it's still connected, but there's something. What kind of resolution did you change to?
I changed it to 720p so that it matches my internal screen and it's not super small so that my screen is not super small on your monitor.
Ah, I see. Okay, it should take 720p. So
if we do LSCPU here, we can see that it has an Intel Celeron N4120. Base clock is 1.1 gigahertz. And what's cool about this is if you tweak the settings, it can run completely passively. So you have a switch to disable the fan completely, so it's a silent system. And if I plug it in, then it clocks up.
Okay, great. Very nice.
So I think we can unplug this.
Yeah, you can unplug it. So one more time, the name of this device. I'll give this to you.
Yes, it's called the GPD Micro PC. Yeah, just so you use it with your thumbs. That's what it's meant to be used with.
Ja, ik moet zeggen, dit typt heel erg lekker, jongens. Het is echt, het voelt heel fijn, ligt lekker in de hand. Niet te licht, niet te zwaar. Een fijn toestel. And how much does this one cost?
I don't have the price in my head. I can look it up for you in the shop.
Okay.
But it's really cheap. So it's about 300 or whatever. I'll just look it up quickly. We have so many products in our shop now, so we don't have the prices in our head all the time.
Of course, I can imagine.
Yes, and luckily the Wi-Fi on the exhibition is becoming almost decent every year, so we can use this to look up the prices.
Yes. By the way, while you're looking up prices, let's plug this in and see. Let's see. Have a glimpse of your shop. Let's see if it's okay. A glimpse of the shop. Always nice to see, right? Here we are. En uiteraard als er mensen zijn die vragen hebben in de chat, stel ze gerust. Nu kan het, want we zitten hier met de mensen achter deze shop die al deze apparaten verkopen. Dus dat is mooi. €400 kost deze. Dat is voor de duidelijkheid dus deze. Dit prachtige exemplaar. Oké, let's go to the next one.
Yes, sure. So let's stay with the form factor. And let's take this one. So maybe we want to compare them. Sure. So can you see it? They are blocking the screen for me.
Thanks. Now they're good in view.
So, however,
Dus deze is een slagje groter, mensen.
however, the size difference might not be that much, but the power difference is enormous. So on this device, this is no streaming. You can see Horizon Zero Dawn running at great speeds and at native 720p resolution fluidly. So this is all running on the device it only requires 15 watt TDP to run that game.
Okay, very nice. And what are the specs? What kind of processor is in this one?
So this one has the AMD Ryzen U series. So it comes with the 8840U. So this is the latest one released. It runs with the integrated 780M GPU. So the iGPU, it can run all those games. They became super powerful during the last 2 or 3 years. You can order it with up to 64 gigabytes of RAM. The small one has an NVMe 2030 up to 2 terabytes. And all of the GPD Win series, they have USB 4, so you can attach an external GPU to it. So you can dock those small handhelds and make them a really big gaming station.
Yeah, great. And that's this one. We'll talk about this one in a minute. We komen hier later nog op terug. Maar dit is dus een externe GPU die je kan aansluiten op je GPD. Zodat als je hem aansluit op je tv, dat je nog net eventjes die extra power hebt. Als je hem inderdaad in een soort van console-modus gaat gebruiken. Of zou willen gebruiken. Maar goed, hierover later meer. Ik wil nog heel eventjes de controls laten zien van dit prachtige apparaat. So I'm giving you the mic.
Yes.
And then I'm going to show them.
So here's another look to the GPD Win Mini. The keyboard is a standard QWERTY keyboard, so there's no special placement of characters. However, for thumb typing, I still prefer the micro PC because the buttons are a little wider and feel better. But this has a full standard keyboard, and it's awesome for relaxing on the couch and playing games. And you can enter passwords or browse the web and surf the web with this. So it's basically an all-in-one laptop, like any laptop. Maybe you want to hit the Windows key so that people can see that this is just a regular Windows machine. You can also install Linux on this, like Basit Linux, so that you get the Steam overlay. So not the overlay, but the Steam shop and the Steam UI. So I'm personally running Arch Linux on another GPD. They're super compatible with Linux, so you don't need to tinker around with it. You just install Linux and it works like any other AMD processor.
So out of the box, right?
Yes. So it ships with Windows, but you can install dual boot Linux or just Linux.
Thank you very much. Yes, and this one, do you know the model name of this one?
Yes, all the devices we will now show are from the GPD Win series, and this is the GPD Win Mini.
Okay, cool. And the other one, this one was the GPD Win.
This is
micro.
just the micro PC. This is not a Win. The Win is for gaming. The micro PC is not for gaming.
Okay, I see. Yes, great. Okay, on to the next one. My favorite one.
That's your favorite?
Yes,
Okay.
for now, yes.
So this is the GPD Win. So we had the Mini and now we have the Win.
This is the Win 4, right?
Yes, that's the Win 4. And as well as the Win 3, we have the special feature that this is not just another candy bar handheld, but that it comes also with a full QWERTY keyboard.
Ooh, yes. Very nice.
Yes, maybe you want to hold it into the camera once more. So I had my biggest issue with those candy bar handhelds is that in many games you need to enter like a password or a name, or you have to log into your Steam account, and then it's really an issue if you only have an on-screen keyboard. And if you have a true hardware keyboard, this makes such tasks super convenient to do. So the keyboard is not super great. I would not type longer texts on this, but it makes the device so great for web browsing, for watching videos, to enter names for your characters, to name items or whatever, because you don't need to bring up this on-screen keyboard, but you have a full hardware keyboard. And personally, since I'm used to clamshell devices, I like it when my screen is a little bit above the controls. So I always slide it up when gaming as well, so I simply like that.
Yes, yeah, this one looks and feels very great. I already spotted this one a few times online, and I really wanted it, except I already bought a Steamdeck because this one didn't exist yet when I bought my Steamdeck. But I was always imagining that it would be heavier because it is so full, so fully packed with all this nice hardware. But dat valt dus mee, jongens. Hij is niet zo zwaar. Het is heel mooi. It's not that heavy. So I mean, I've seen a lot of Steam Deck clones, but most of these Steam Deck clones are missing is a trackpad, and this one has it.
Yes, this one has an optical mouse here, so you can move your finger across this and move the cursor, and you can click it to click. And on the other side, you have a fingerprint reader for logging in.
Yeah. Does that also work on Linux, the fingerprint reader?
No.
Okay.
So, there are two things that don't work well on Linux. One is the fingerprint reader, and the other one is proper standby.
Oh,
everything else just works.
Okay. Great. Yeah, very nice. This is the one that I really wanted to test. I contacted GPD about it to make a review, but it didn't respond. So I'm going to try. So I'm very happy that I can finally have a little hands-on here. So yeah, that's great. And how much does this one cost?
So those are much more expensive than the smaller ones. Those are around 1,000. I will look it up in the shop so that you have accurate numbers.
Okay. Let's switch to the shop.
So they are at around 1,000. I just need to enable scripts, and here you see this is the 32 gigabyte model, and usually you don't need more than 32 gigabytes of RAM, so we're speaking of RAM, not internal memory. And that one is about 1050 with a 2 terabyte NVMe SSD already. So you can calculate 1,000 for the GPD Win 4.
Okay, great. And this device is also very convenient to use in combination with the external GPU, right? Ah, the dock.
Yes, you can use the Mini, the Mic, the Win 4 and the Win Max, all with the dock, with the GPU dock, with the GPU dock, and the Win 4 because it has this form factor, but it's also a full PC. We have a dock for this, so that you can. It has USB-C on the bottom. You just slide it in your dock, and you have a full PC.
Great, great. Looks great. And of course, you know, one of these little details, if you look at the buttons, let's see if you can focus on the buttons. Almost.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes it can focus when you keep it this close. Apparently not this time. Yes, almost. Yeah. Ik weet niet of jullie het goed kunnen zien thuis mensen, maar naast de A, B, X en Y zie je ook de PlayStation icoontjes op deze knop staan. Wat natuurlijk ook weer een mooie extra is als je games speelt met de PlayStation besturing. Dus ja, weet je wel, dit geeft je wat dat betreft ook echt een beetje de PSP look and feel. Dus dat is natuurlijk tof. Dat is een ontzettend mooie extra. Ja, dit is de GPD Win 4. Nice. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Okay, now let's go maxi. So this is our flagship, so GPD's flagship. It's the GPD Win Max 2, and as you can see, we're running God of War on this. So it's also on this device. Now this is probably the most powerful laptop you can find on the market in this size, and I wouldn't say the most powerful, I'm sorry, the most feature-rich laptop in this device, in this size. So it has a full QWERTY keyboard, and this one is super comfortable to type on with 10 fingers. Of course, it has full game controls with analog shoulder buttons and regular your ABXY buttons. So, however, if you want to go out to a business meeting, you can slide those out. They are included, and this is a nice feature. You can cover those so that you can bring it to work, and then you can game afterwards.
Nice, the analog version of the boss key, right?
Pardon?
The analog version of the boss key.
Yes. So it also has a fingerprint sensor here at the front, but what makes this device really special is that it's basically everything. It has a webcam here in the hinge. It has 2 SSDs inside, one 20-80 NVMe and one 20-30 NVMe. So my device holds 7 terabytes of storage currently. I love this separation of 2 SSDs also because I'm running dual boot. So I'm running Windows and Linux, and one SSD is just Linux and one is just Windows. One is for gaming, one is for work, and if one fails, I always have a complete secondary SSD for backup. I always boot in my Linux, start grub, and I select the OS I need. So it's separation of concern. So the gaming is Windows, the work is Linux, and yeah, it's an all-in-one device. You also have an optional LTE module, so you have internet on the go, and those you can access via the rear side, the bottom. There are lids for the SIM card and for the second SSD, so you don't even need to open the whole device to expand your storage. However, if you want to open the device, I love that so much because I myself like modding devices. There is nothing glued inside except for the screen, and it's not even clipped. So all you need to do is to loosen those screws, and then you can just take off the back lid. And the battery is screwed. You can just release a few screws and get everything out until you reach the keyboard. So this is maybe not intuitive, but this is a Chinese-made device which is super easy to maintain and to repair, and the GPD supports you if you're modding your device for cooling and everything.
Sounds like the ultimate laptop.
It is. I don't own another device anymore. I own 3 of those. So I own an Intel prototype, which isn't even sold, and because AMD is so much better. Then I own the one with the 6800U, and then the one with the 7800U, because that one is a little bit more efficient at lower TDPs. So I decided to upgrade that.
Great, fantastic, man. I'm really enthusiastic about this laptop because all the things you said, these are also things that I find very important and I miss nowadays, because most of the laptops are glued shut or soldered on. You know, I have soldered on parts, and I don't like that. I also like to mod my laptop, exchange SSDs, maybe expand the memory, and this makes it possible. That's fantastic, man. I'm really. How much does this one cost?
First, I need to clarify that the RAM is also soldered on this one, so you cannot expand this. So you have the option of 32 or 64 gigabytes, but you're stuck with that. So you can no one does this anymore, and it's also for speed reasons to get faster access to the RAM.
Yeah.
And the biggest miracle of all is that this one is just 100 or 200 euros more expensive per perk than the mini. So you can also, this one also starts at around 1,000 and goes up to 1,500 or 1,600. But then you get full specs with a 64 gigabytes of RAM, 2 terabyte NVMe SSD and LTE. So this is the best the best you can get for a price that I'm aware of, because you get so much.
The best bang for your buck.
Yes, right.
Ja, je ziet er dus echt voor de beste prijs-prestatieverhouding. Is dit, denk ik, voor ons tweakende, moddende en nerdy mensen toch wel echt een laptop die je heel graag zou willen hebben. En kijk, ik heb hem natuurlijk niet getest. Hij zou natuurlijk nog even flink gebenchmarkt moeten worden en zo. Maar het feit dat een laptop in deze tijd al deze mogelijkheden nog heeft, dat is voor mij al een reden om eventueel voor zo'n laptop te kunnen gaan. En dan ook nog eens dat hij volledige compatibiliteit heeft met Linux, dat hij makkelijk te openen is. Nou, dat zijn allemaal dingen. En dat je hem dus kan gebruiken als gaming device, dat hij gewoon alle gaming controls aan boord heeft. Dat maakt het wel echt een laptop voor mij om te overwegen. Het is dat ik al een Steamdeck heb. Wat anders, zou het heel moeilijk worden kiezen tussen deze of deze. Die is ook echt prachtig. Maar wacht, er is nog meer. You have more to show us, right?
Yes. I want to add one little thing, because not everyone takes this for granted. So each of the GPD Win products, they have a touch screen, and they have pen support. So you can use your Microsoft Surface Pen and draw on those, or use it for input.
Great, yeah, that's a nice extra.
Yes, and so what I want to show, what else I have, we already talked about the GPU, and all of the GPD Wins, they have a USB 4 port, which includes a Thunderbolt 3, and the Max and the Win 4, they have an Oculink port, which is a direct PCIe out connection to connect an external GPU. So this one. So maybe you want to do the camera job for me again. And what's nice about this GPU is that it's super powerful. So it's an AMD RX 7600M XT, which is about as powerful as a desktop NVIDIA 3060 Ti or a 3070. And you can connect this to any PC, not just the GPD devices, via USB 4 or Thunderbolt 3 and Oculink, and it doubles down as a hub as well. So you plug in one cable, your device gets charged via this because it has the power brick included already, and it has 3 USB ports and a USB-C port and an SD card port. So you can, for example, plug in your mouse and keyboard and your screen into this, and with just one cable you get a powerful GPU, your device gets charged, and you can attach accessories, and all in a super small form factor. Well, the cost is that it comes at a price, so this is quite expensive. It costs between 600 and 700 euro, and it's quite loud. So for my personal test, for my personal opinion, it's too loud. But if you don't mind, if you're playing with a headset, or if you're just used to it, well, I'm a console player. I grew up with Nintendo consoles, so I'm always used to silent consoles. But it's fine.
But if you're a PlayStation 3 gamer, then
yes.
You're used to kind of sounds
yes.
like this, right? Yeah.
Yes. So it's a great all-in-one package, and you can just put it in your bag. So if we take the WinMax 2 and the GPU, you basically have a full desktop setup that can game at a 2K resolution at high settings, all in this small form factor that you can take with you, and all you need is a USB-C cable and a standard power cable.
Yeah, great. Nice. Goedemiddag Tomorrow, leuk dat je er gezellig bij bent. Hoe is ie met jou? Leuk dat je even hier komt hangen. We zijn hier gezellig bij Dragonbox, die allerlei, ik noem het maar even, zeer waardige Steamdeck concurrenten verkoopt. En ja, we gaan ze gewoon even allemaal langs, want ze staan hier gewoon allemaal. Dus leuk dat je er bent, blijf hangen en spread the word natuurlijk, hè. Kijk, mooi om te horen dat alles prima gaat. Oh, je gaat zaterdag naar Gamescom. Nou, gezellig. Mooi, veel plezier, man. Okay, are you ready for the next one?
So you want to see the Pyra? Because now we're done with, oh yeah, we have a 1X player here. I almost forgot this. I was so focused about the GPD. So we have a unit here that you cannot even order. Well, you can order it, but you can only pre-order it. We got this just a few days before the exhibition. So
Yeah, someone else is playing on it right now, dus we wachten even tot hij klaar is.
Entschuldigung, krieg ich das? Danke.
Kijk eens, hij is klaar. Wat een toeval. Hij pakt hem er even bij.
Okay, so this is very big.
Sorry, er gaat even iets mis. I think someone bumped the table. Let's see.
Some cable that I shouldn't?
No, it's okay. We're back. Almost. Almost there. Yes, yes. We're gone. Even geduld, mensen. We proberen het nog een keer. Zo. Ja, we zijn toch weer even beeld kwijt. Het ging lang goed, maar helaas los contact. Inmiddels ben ik erachter dat dat losse contact niet aan de webcam ligt, maar helaas aan de USB-poort van de YOLO-box. Dus daar kan ik niet veel aan doen helaas vanaf hier. Dat zal ik maar even moeten melden aan YOLO-box volgende week.
What type of cable do you need? We have a stock here of cables.
Oh, but this one is integrated in the camera, so I can't replace it. So we just have to fiddle a bit with it. But maybe we can plug it in and show some gameplay in the meanwhile on one of the devices.
Yes, I will just play on the... nope, I need...
And we're back, yes.
Okay. Okay, great. So I will unplug this so that we can better show it. So this is the 1X Player 2. It is as powerful as the GPD devices. It has some very special features. So right now you might say it's just a Steamdeck, but it isn't, because it actually doubles down as a switch. So you can detach the controls, and then you have a tablet, a regular Windows tablet. We have a keyboard that attaches via. It's a little tricky to do that. Not because this is bad, but because of the space concerns. It snaps on very tight, so this won't fall off. And then you have a nice tablet. And like you do on the Switch, you have this middle piece for the controller. And you can then combine this and have a controller, and this one has a kickstand.
Very nice.
This one has a kickstand, so you can build in. So you just open it, place it on your desk, and you can play with the controller.
Cool.
It all comes with a bag, so you can always carry your controller separately from the tablet. And as you see, this is also just a regular Windows computer.
And does it also run Linux?
It should, but we just got this a few days before the exhibition, so I even set up the games during the first day of the exhibition. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't run Linux. So it's standard x86 hardware, so there really is no reason why it shouldn't.
Okay, great, because the first thing I would do with these kind of devices is to install a SteamOS-like operating system, which is Linux, Arch Linux usually. So yeah.
Yes, I'll definitely encourage you to do that, and chances are super high that it will work on this.
Cool. And how much does this one cost?
Honestly, I don't know. I will see if this is on the shop, but usually the 1X Player devices are a little bit more expensive than the GPD devices.
Terwijl hij dat opzoekt, kijk ik eventjes hoe het hier gaat met de chat. Want die ben ik eventjes kwijt. Even spieken, gaat alles nog goed hier? Ja, hij is ondertussen nog steeds de prijs aan het opzoeken. We zijn nog steeds live. Oh, hij heeft er toch weer een nieuwe stream van gemaakt, hè? Dat is een beetje vervelend, maar vooruit. Helaas, dat is niet anders. Oké, de price.
I'm sorry, this is so brand new that we don't even have it in the shop right now. But my estimate would be around 1,500. So around that. So it won't go. It's rather in the middle thousands than in the lower thousands.
Okay, yeah, great. Looks great. En daar is ZRMI. Goedemiddag, leuk dat je er gezellig bij bent. Ja, we zijn nog steeds lekker aan het streamen. We zijn hier bij de Dragonbox Shop. Dat is een officiële importeur voor Europa, een Europese importeur van de GPD-apparaten. Ik had het natuurlijk al een aantal streams geleden gehad over mooie Steamdeck concurrenten. En dat mijn oog was gevallen op deze jongen. Hier ligt hij gewoon, de GPD Win 4. Maar ze hebben ook andere GPD-apparaten hier liggen en we zijn ze gewoon allemaal even aan het langs gaan. Dus de externe GPU die je kan aansluiten. De GPD, which one was this again?
The Max 2.
Dit is de Max 2, dus de GPD Max 2 is dit. Wat natuurlijk, geef even de microfoon aan hem.
Yeah, so actually it's a GPD Win Max 2. So this is your all-in-one computer. If you want one device for everything, I would recommend that one. So for me personally, it feels comfortable to for gaming. You can check out the Fox. So he did a lot of reviews on that. He did a full stand-up test and held it for an hour or more in his hand, standing, and it feels comfortable. It's my main device, so I personally bought 3 of them. I don't get even paid for being on this, on the shop, on the exhibition. I'm doing this for fun because I like those devices, so I don't get anything for telling you that I love those devices. I really do.
Same here, same here. Al mijn enthousiasme wat je hier ziet is puur genuine. Ik word niet betaald door deze shop. Sterker nog, ik ben deze shop hier tegengekomen. Ik wist niet eens dat ze hier waren. En ja, ik ben super enthousiast. Zeker over deze. Maar vooral ook dus over, kijk, vooral dus ook over deze. De kleinere versie van degene die ik net liet zien. Dat is dus deze, de Win 2 Max. Maar we hebben ook nog inderdaad, de extra kleine. Dit is de micro, de nano.
Micro PC.
Ah ja, de micro PC, de GPD micro PC. Super klein, super handzaam, lekker veel poorten. Deze is dan niet zozeer heel erg handig voor games, maar het is mogelijk, tot op zekere hoogte. Dus dat is mooi. Oké, en
So I just want to say my personal setup is that I have a WinMax 2 and a micro PC, because the micro PC is I think an awesome auxiliary device to the WinMax 2. The WinMax 2 is just very bulky and not so good to take it with you, but the micro PC I can just put in my pocket, go out for a walk, and I can thumb type on it. So if I'm in a couch, then it's not as very comfortable to type on the WinMax 2. So the micro PC I think is a nice addition to it. So not for your main device, but as an auxiliary device if you want this all-in-one package. So this is my personal setup.
yeah, I can imagine. It looks great. I'm so happy to finally have these devices in my hands. But there's more. You have still more I see here on the table. They are not GPD devices, but I think they're nice, cool, retro themed devices. Do you still have time to show them also?
I have all the time you want, so sure.
Oké, hebben jullie daar de tijd voor? Laat even weten in de chat. Dan pakken we ook eventjes de rest van de dingen erbij. Kijk, hij pakt ze er al bij. Er was iemand, ik weet niet meer wie, die vroeg of er inderdaad nog leuke retro devices waren hier. Nou, dit is een van de shops die ze verkoopt. Dus als je er nog bent, blijf vooral hangen. We gaan ze gewoon nu bekijken. Hij heeft er al een paar bijgepakt, dus let's go. What do you have here?
So here we have our regular GBISP, except that it isn't. So this is actually made by Anbernic. So it's running Linux. This one is also, it looks like a Game Boy, but it actually has hidden shoulder buttons. So those are emulation consoles. They're basically the same in the inside. It's just the form factor that differentiates them. And as you can see, like you maybe remember it from the past, you're running GTA on your GBA SP. So this is powerful enough to run Dreamcast and PlayStation 1, but because it has no analog sticks, this of course is more suitable for games that use the D-pad. It even, so check how much they value the detail. Even the hinge is the same as the GBA hinge. So it's just 1 or 2 millimeters wider than the original GBA SP. But of course it has, it now charges via USB-C and has an HDMI port, so you can even dock this and play with an external controller via Bluetooth and use this as a stationary console.
Cool, great. Oh, so it's micro HDMI.
Yes, it has micro HDMI.
Nou, die converter heb ik helaas niet bij me, dus dat kan ik niet laten zien. Maar goed, dat is niet erg. We gaan door naar de volgende.
And of course it's the same for the GBA version. It has the HDMI on the top.
Nice. En er is nog meer.
It never stops. It never stops. So here we have something that is maybe a bit unique. It's the Ambonic Cube, and it's called like that because it has a 1-to-1 ratio display. It's Android based, not Linux based. It's very powerful. You can see it's running Mario Sunshine. So it can run GameCube and Wii games. We had Smash Bros. Brawl on this, so it runs 8 GB ISOs. It has analog triggers, and it has this button that just brings you into the regular Android. So don't worry about the color. They're not all this purple like this one. We have different colors. It has this funny feature that there's an LED that follows your sticks. So yeah, it's basically an Android device, and you might question that screen, and that is because the older games were even more rectangular than just 4x3. So Super Nintendo, for example, because of the resolutions, they cut out a piece on a 4x3 at the sides. And also if you're playing vertical shooters, this is great. So it's not great for widescreen 16:9 games, but it's great for retro games. And it also has those grips, so I like how it feels and in your hands.
Yeah. Can I feel?
Yes.
So I'm going to hold this, give you the mic.
Yes, sure. So now. So I'm sorry, I pushed the microphone switch. So we didn't do any bribing in the meantime. So you have video proof that he really...
I'm very rich right now.
Yes, he's very rich. He's sitting next to me, so we're both rich because we're talking to each other.
Yes.
Of course. So you have the Android, and then you can go back into the emulator. So, what do you think? Does it run smooth?
Yes, it does. It runs smooth. It has also forced feedback, also nice.
So, there's no one playing with another Emberneck. I'll just take that one.
Okay. An even smaller, een nog kleinere Emberneck.
Yes. So this Emberneck, it's in the inside. It's the same as those we had before. So this is resembling the GBA Micro. It also has 4 shoulder buttons. It can also run PS1. As you see, it's running Spyro. Yeah, those are just 3 different options for form factors. So Micro, SP or original Game Boy. You can pick and choose which one you like. From the inside there is the same. They're running they're Linux based. They're pretty cheap. So this one starts at around, this one, it doesn't have a hinge. It starts at around 40 euro, and the GBA one is around 70 or 80. So those are really cheap ones, well made. I like the feel. So maybe you want to feel that one. So in my opinion, it feels like quality plastics, so not cheap plastics. So what's your opinion?
Ja, feels great. Houdt lekker vast ook. En sowieso dat smoky, doorzichtige plastic, dat is altijd wel fijn om ook te zien. Hier dus gewoon een mooie 3D GTA game.
Maybe you want to show them this button. So there is a menu button that always brings you back into the emulator menu or in the emulation station front end, so that you can easily exit the games. So those are very easy to handle, those consoles. They are meant for people who just want to pick them up and to play the games. They have two micro SD card slots, one for the OS and another one for additional for games, for ROMs, so you don't have to mess with the OS SD card if you want to. And you can always just replace it if your OS gets broken.
Looks great. En wat ik vooral heel erg tof vind is dat ze tegenwoordig nu ook allemaal HDMI out hebben, zodat je de apparaten ook gewoon kan aansluiten op je tv of op je capture apparaat. Dus daar ben ik heel blij mee. Dat miste ik een beetje van de oudere Abernix. Het is heel tof dat ze op die manier een beetje hebben geluisterd naar de klant. Want ik was natuurlijk niet de enige die hier wat over te zeggen had. Hij pakt ondertussen even de volgende erbij. Leuk visual dat jij hierbij bent. Gezellig. Welkom. En wat ZRMI zegt, inderdaad tof, al die retro handhelds die steeds meer uitkomen. Helemaal mee eens. Hoe meer zielen, hoe meer vreugd. En hij heeft zit hier klaar met de volgende.
Okay, so this is the last Anbanic. It's also an Android-based one. It's like the Cube, Android-based. It's very powerful. We're just not running powerful games. Game on this, on the exhibition, we need to show some retro games as well. It's Android-based. It has the same functionality, and it just doesn't have a 4:3 display, and it's slimmer than the Cube. I'll just hand it over to the people. We're occupying the whole booth and there are no handhelds anymore.
True. Ja, er zijn natuurlijk mensen die hier komen om de handhelds uit te proberen en te spelen. En wij roven alles naar ons toe om te laten zien. I see there a few Game Boy ones, the green one and a smoky one. Kijk, de speler geeft hem al direct heel aardig automatisch aan ons. Kijk eens, wat hebben we hier?
So this is an original Game Boy. So this time it's really an original Game Boy. Except that we've modded this. So Dragonbox is selling lots of mod kits. And here we have a background LCD for your LCD mod for your Game Boy. Also, this one has a USB-C. So we have a PCB and a battery pack for the battery compartment of the original Game Boy, so that you can charge it via USB. And we have a new housing on this. And also we have a flash cards. So we have EverDrive, we call them EverDrive. We have them for home consoles and also for GBA and Game Boy. You just place in an SD card with your ROMs and you can select the games when you turn it on, so you have all your games portable with you.
Okay, great. Looks fantastic. And I see there 2 devices. Is that something like a Retron-like console?
That one?
Or the one with the cartridge slots? Ik stuur hem even naar de andere kant van de booth om nog wat extra spulletjes te pakken. Ik ben blij dat jullie het allemaal tof vinden. Er is nu iets verderop live muziek aan het spelen, dus er is een stuk meer lawaai hier. Laat even weten via de chat of jullie dat nog een beetje, of jullie mij nog een beetje kunnen verstaan. Kijk eens, wat hebben we hier? What do we have here?
We have something brand new. This is a 3D printed housing. So maybe you're aware of the Ridge Road. So maybe you have doubts about the legality of what we're doing here about the ROMs and emulations. But this is a device where you plug in your game modules and you can dump your ROMs and saves from it. And this one we announced it just at the Gamescom. So this is the Retro 3. This is the first PCB prototype of the Retro 3. So in addition to the Retro 2, it also has an NES port. It will be fully open, so it will run on Linux. We make it open so that anyone can make modules for those, for additional consoles. And the way it works is that you just plug it into your computer, and it will be recognized as a USB mass storage device, and you're just copying over the ROMs. So for your regular user, it's super easy to use. Just plug in the module and copy over your save and your ROMs.
Cool. Precies, die Duitse shop is inderdaad wel zeker handiger dan Ali. Dat klopt, ja.
Yeah, the Red Road always is very popular, and when we don't have it in stock, the Retro 2, they're selling for like 300 euros on eBay. So don't worry if we don't have it in stock. We have something even greater coming and in production.
Very nice. And how much does this one cost, or will this one cost?
I'll ask Michael, because he knows we're selling the Retro 2 for like 80 bucks. Give me a second.
Yeah, no problem. Hij gaat even vragen hoeveel deze mooie nieuwe opvolger gaat kosten. Kijk eens aan. Mooi man dit.
So even Evil Dragon, the owner of the shop, doesn't know the price yet, but he's estimating about 80 to 100 euros. So you get an upgrade for a great price.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. I think that's all of them, right?
Yes, I think we can end the stream now. We had so much devices for you, and I think if there is no device for you, then yeah, buy a Switch and be happy with that. Or yes, I'm pretty sure there is. If you're watching this channel, I'm pretty sure that there will be a device that you like.
Ja, zeker, zeker weten. Als er een apparaat tussen zit die je hebt gezien waarvan je denkt, die vind ik vet, laat even weten in de chat. Ik ben heel benieuwd. Wij zijn heel benieuwd. But we're not ending the stream yet, because there's one more thing I would like to ask you. I already asked you off stream, but now I'm going to ask you on stream. On your nameplate, it does not say Dragonbox Shop, but something else. Namely, Open Pandora. And I, for one, am a big fan of the Pandora project. So it's very nice to talk with you. Very nice. And I see that you also have a Pandora-like device here.
Yes. So basically, the Dragonbox shop originated from the GPD GP2X shop, which was for open source handhelds, and the community created, especially Evil Dragon, the owner of the shop. We created the Open Pandora. I was the guy who repaired the most, so my nickname's Ascarus on the Pandora boards. Maybe you recognize me. And we still have the Pyra, the Dragonbox Pyra, which is the successor of the Pandora.
En eventjes ter verhouding om te vergelijken met de kleine GPD, is deze nog net even een slagje kleiner. Dus als je nog net eventjes iets compacter wil, dan is dat de handheld voor jou.
Maybe you want to show it to the people. So what's special about this? That it's really a community-driven handheld. It's Linux-based. It's as open as it can be. It's made by the community for the community. It's made in Germany, so the PCB is made in Oberhaching in Bavaria, so the PCB assembly is made in Germany, the housing is from Greek, the design is made in Germany, we're assembling it here. So this is produced ethically. You can open it up. We're supporting every tinkerer, every modder out there. It's a great device for thumb typing. It runs stock Debian on an ARM platform, so that's what differentiates it from GPD. It has no fan, it's completely passively cooled. It's very, very optimized for thumb typing. So this is your device for the go. It's very small. You have, unfortunately, we're a small company, and things didn't go very smooth at all. But I'm back with the Pyra, and I'll do my best to get everything rolling again. And since a few months, I started building the Pyras again, and to hopefully get the hardware side and the software side rolling as much as possible. I love this device so much, so I'm with the device for over 10 years now. I'm with it since the birth of the Pandora, since the rebirth of the Pandora in Germany, and I just cannot let the Pyra die, as well as Evo Dragon. We're still supporting the Pyra, and the Dragonbox shop is still supporting the Pyra, and we do everything we can to deliver every pre-order out there.
Nice, very nice. Thank you very much. I hope you will succeed too, because the Pandora is such an awesome device. And yeah, it's great that you are still keeping it alive. And yeah, I think that's it for now then. Yeah, thank you very, very much. So one more time, the URL is dragonbox.de, dragonbox.de. Daar kun je al deze prachtige consoles en PC's checken en bestellen. Scheelt weer, hoef je ze niet rechtstreeks bij de Chinese winkel te importeren. We kunnen gewoon hier.
May I say something? So the website, of course, is fully German and English. So it's de/en, and we're shipping worldwide, and we have a English website. So don't worry.
Nou, je hoort het. Volledig ook in het Engels. Dus super handig. Nou, heel mooi. Thank you very much for your time.
It was a huge pleasure talking to you.
Likewise, man, likewise. Very great. So, yeah, I hope, I wish you all the best and success with your store. And I think there are a few fans in here who might buy one or two of these beautiful devices, because I know that people are looking for nice Steamdeck alternatives. And I think GPD is one of the few that nails it in creating Steam Deck alternatives. So thanks and all the best.
Bye bye. Wish you all the best.
Yes, maar mensen gaan nog niet weg, want ik neem deze setup mee. Ik ga terug naar die andere gasten die bezig waren met een soort van Game Boy clones. Dus blijf nog even hangen. Ik koppel de boel af. En dan lopen we eventjes naar een andere stand. Blijf dus nog even hangen, mensen. Ik koppel de boel af en dan loop ik meteen door naar de volgende stand. Het beeld is weer even uitgevallen, zie ik. Maar we blijven proberen.
Do you also have the GPD with the XD? We don't anymore. I think we might sell them on the website still, but we don't have them here at the moment. This was based on Android system. Yeah. I'm looking for a good advice for emulator games. Yeah. But probably one of these will fit. Yeah. If you're just using it for emulation, then probably one of those, especially that pink one over there. That's the RGQ. Yeah. That's perfect for emulation. It runs Dreamcast, GameCube, all sorts. Yeah, like this. If you want something where you want to do the odd bit of computing, then one of these is... No, only emulation. For computing I have stuff at home. Yeah, in that case then you might as well go with the cube now. Okay, thank you. We sell all sorts of bits of software. We sell computers like this, smaller computers, like the GPD Windows 2, which is this one.
I have something unofficial for you that's not related to the shop, but something that I built for myself.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can turn on the camera again. Ja, we zijn terug. Okay, so you have something unofficial for me?
Yes, this is not Dragonbox related, this is just a passion project of mine. Maybe you want to focus the camera on it.
Okay. Oeh, nice. Een computer cover. Heel vet. Ik hou hem een beetje scheef om te kijken, om te voorkomen dat we weer los contact krijgen.
So this is basically a mobile workstation for the GPD. I have a keyboard here. You have your controllers in the basement with lots of cables. You have like your speakers here. You have your gaming monitor and you have a power bank here. So I made this, it originated as a mobile Super Smash Bros. Suitcase, and it still is, and yeah, I just wanted to show you that you can build all kinds of crazy stuff around the GPD WinMax 2.
Nice.
And, yeah, this is a dream I always wanted to build.
Cool, great. Well, thank you very much. A nice little extra.
Yes.
Cool.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.
I love it.
Thank you also very much. Kijk eens aan. We blijven hier nog even rondlopen. We gaan even op zoek naar die mooie Game Boy kloonbouwer. Ik weet niet meer precies waar ze zaten, dus ik loop even een rondje en ik hoop dat de verbinding blijft werken. Helaas, het beeld valt alweer uit, maar we blijven gewoon nog even rondlopen. Blijf nog even hangen, mensen. Zo. Ja. Hopelijk komt het beeld zo weer terug. We zijn weer bij de mod retro. Even kijken of we het beeld weer even aan kunnen krijgen. Precies. Ik praat lekker door en als het goed is krijgen we over een seconde weer beeld. Dus. Ja, bijna. Bijna. Toch vervelend los contact. Maar het is de poort helaas en niet de camera zelf. Wat ik stiekem wel eventjes een stukje lastiger vind. Want een camera is makkelijker te vervangen dan een USB-poort als je op een beurs staat. Dus ja, we blijven proberen. Maar leuk dat je de bed Moonlight Roof. Gezellig. Even kijken of we het beeld weer aan de praat kunnen krijgen. Ik loop ondertussen even naar degene toe die ik daar net over sprak. En ondertussen blijf ik proberen om de camera weer aan de praat te krijgen. Maar helaas, wederom erin en eruit geprikt. Maar niets. Heel vervelend. Maar we proberen het gewoon nog een keer. En in het ergste geval kan ik altijd nog de Steamdeck erbij pakken. Kijk, daar zijn we weer. Ja, ja, ja. We wachten even tot hij gereed is. En dan kom ik er gezellig bij. Heel goed, heel goed. Hier dus op Gamescom. Spanning en sensatie. Met de Mod Retro Chromatic. We wachten even tot zij klaar zijn. Hey. Oké, hij heeft me gezien in elk geval, dus hij komt waarschijnlijk zo bij me. En dan gaan we eens eventjes kijken of wij dat ding kunnen aansluiten op deze prachtige streaming device. Kijk, en daar nog meer streamers. Hey, yes, we're almost the same.
We're almost the same.
We're almost
Oreo, black and
also
white.
streaming, yes.
Oh, oh, oh.
Woo. Ja, ja, ja. Mensen die op ongeveer dezelfde manier streamen als ik. Dus leuk, lachen. Dikke pret. En kijk, en we zijn net op tijd. I'm back, baby. And this time with a bigger streaming solution. We're going to test the HDMI port, right?
Sure, I'm looking forward to this.
Me too.
So how is this gonna work?
I'm going to. Can I sit next to you? Oké. Ik loop even om. Zo. En dan zet ik deze eventjes neer hier. Ondertussen hebben we weer last van los contact, maar jullie kunnen me als het goed is nog wel horen. Ik pak even mijn HDMI-kabel erbij.
So you have a USB-C.
Yes, I have a USB-C. USB-C.
So once you have a USB-C, we can test this. Oh, interesting.
Almost. I saw it misfired. So I'm going to. Yeah, you can plug it in.
How interesting. No?
It doesn't seem to work.
No.
It does something, but
Bye. Take care. So that means, oh, you're welcome. As long if it's able to recognize it as a webcam, you usually need a computer setup to make that happen.
yeah.
So unfortunately, I don't think this is it. This is it.
Okay, no problem. It's a
Yeah.
nice test. That's the beauty
we know.
of live testing.
But if you want to come over here,
Let's see if I can reconnect the camera. Almost there. Yes. Oh. Yes.
hello.
We're here.
So, if you look on this screen here, we have OBS all set up with two chromatics. So this is a USB-C that attaches to a chromatic, and then the chromatic picks it up on OBS through a window and it works just fine. So when you want to stream anything, you'll be able to pick it up, recognize it as a webcam, and then you're good to go. Just plug and play.
Oh, in that case, I'm going to try something else,
What's this?
if that's okay. I'm going to unplug this camera, because this is a webcam,
Sure.
and plug this right in with a normal USB cable, and then it should, oops, I forgot my plop cap,
Oh, interesting.
and then it should recognize it as a webcam. So let's try that. Ik trek deze camera er even uit, mensen, en dan prik ik een normale USB-kabel erin. En dan gaan we eens even kijken of dat werkt. Dus blijf nog even hangen. Dit is een leuk experiment hier, toch?
I'll be honest, I don't think it's going to work.
I think it will.
Interesting.
I think you win. I think you're right.
Yeah, because it requires an OS and a way to capture it. That's all.
Yes, because this thing recognizes a bunch of webcams,
Interesting.
normal webcams. So I thought maybe if it recognizes this as a standard webcam, it might work.
You need a computer.
I'm trying one more cable because maybe this cable is too weak. We proberen nog één keer, jongens. Blijf vooral nog even hangen, mensen. Dit is een leuk experiment om te proberen. Nee, niet deze, niet deze. Nee. Even zoeken naar de juiste kabel. Nee, ook niet. Natuurlijk is het altijd de laatste kabel, hè jongens. Dat zal je altijd zien. Ja, nee, ja. Juist, deze zocht ik. Oké, we proberen het nog een keer. Yes, something is happening.
Interesting.
Let's see. Let's hope it's not for nothing.
So, close,
Close, but no cigar.
but no cigar. So
Yes.
again, try it with your Windows PC, it'll work just fine.
I don't use Windows, but I might try it with my PC anyway.
Oh, what do you use? What OS do you use?
Actually, I use Linux.
Linux?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I haven't talked to the engineers about Linux, but I don't think it's out of the realm that so long as you have OBS and you're able to make that connection and it has drivers, you should be fine.
Well then, maybe we should check that out too.
What's this?
This is my Steam Deck. I use my Steam Deck to stream.
What?
So I have OBS on it.
Is it able to recognize everything normally?
Yes, it does. Dus we gaan wederom live wat dingen proberen, mensen. We gaan hem aansluiten op de Steam Deck. Zoals ik al zei, zo makkelijk geef ik natuurlijk niet op. Hè. We gaan dit apparaat aansluiten op de Steam Deck. En dan gaan we kijken of we met OBS het Game Boy signaal wel door kunnen krijgen op de Steam Deck.
So you're gonna try
Yeah, SteamOS is just Linux.
Oh my
so.
gosh, wow. You really do have everything set up here.
Yes, I do.
Yes. So,
Yes, here
what
in
kind of connection are you
OBS.
using?
Just a USB, normal USB. So let's grab my USB cable.
Capture application.
What's that?
You need the capture application.
Yeah. But
I can give them the capture application if you want.
yes. So there is a capture application that we also use. But
Yeah.
let's see.
We blijven proberen, jongens. Ik pak even de juiste kabel erbij. Now, where did I leave that cable? Okay, not this one. This one.
Thank you.
Oh, you need a copy.
Sorry?
You need a copy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So add webcam. Video source. Say okay.
There it is.
There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Here
Yeah.
it is.
It's so bright.
Yeah, it's
Here, hold on. I got this. Don't worry. Oh, okay. It's the light. Look at that. Perfect. Oh well. We can confirm that it works.
yes, it works. Dus,
Thank you so much.
thank you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to try it out. Very nice, very, very nice. Kijk.
Oh, hopefully it's still live.
Yeah, we're still live.
Okay, wonderful. Oh,
Ja, daar zijn we weer. Mensen, oké, ik wil eventjes melden dat het werkt. Oké, misschien niet rechtstreeks op de YOLO-box. Ja, misschien niet rechtstreeks op de YOLO-box, maar wel op de Steamdeck. Dus, als je dit apparaat wil gebruiken om te capturen rechtstreeks vanaf je moderne Game Boy, what was the name again of the device? The Chromatic, right?
the chromatic.
Yes.
Mon.
Dan kan dat dus gewoon. Nou, en dit is dan meteen het moment om deze stream af te sluiten. Heel hartelijk bedankt voor het kijken. En tot de volgende keer. Ik weet niet zeker of er vandaag nog een extra stream komt. Maar ja, we kijken wel even hoe we volhouden. Sowieso heeft dit losse contact er geen zin in. Wij staan hier lekker stil. Maar goed, dat mag de pret niet drukken. Dit is het einde van de stream. Hartelijk dank. Nu zijn we weer een stuk wijzer geworden. En do you have the URL? Where can we buy this beautiful device?
www.modretro.com.
Nice. Jullie hoorden het hier. Mensen, nogmaals bedankt. En tot de volgende stream. Laters.